I suffer with adult ADD, attention deficit disorder. And I don't know about you, but if you're like me, you try to work on it. You try to train your brain to kind of overcome the ADD thing and really focus on what you need to do. And I've been doing this for several years with no help from any medication, and it actually does work. But you have to stick to it, and when you get down on yourself, you can't beat yourself up on the ground and leave yourself in a ball crying and wailing. Okay, so today I want to talk about how you can deal with attention deficit disorder as an adult without taking pharmaceuticals like stimulants and triplicate prescriptions. Okay, so the first thing that you can do is exercise. And the reason why I know how to do this is because I was diagnosed as a child with ADD, and I took Ritalin as a kid when I started at 5 and 6 years old, and I understand this, and I still have it today. But I didn't want to stay on medication my whole life because the medication has side effects, okay? It made me irritable, it kind of made me angry, and also I didn't really feel like I was getting a lot out of life. You know, I felt like I was kind of a hamster on a wheel, and I would be really, really focused sometimes, and then sometimes I'd just be completely out to lunch, and then when the medication was coming down, I was coming down, and I was kind of in a bad mood, okay? I will tell you this, I was freaking skinny. I was skinny, but I wasn't really happy. So I knew there was a time that I had to get off of it, and I did. So for years and years now, I've been completely off any ADD medication. So let's go back to this. First off is exercise. I've realized how important exercise is in my daily life. And why I'm telling you this is that you have to exercise your body just like your brain. And so in order for us to slow our thoughts down, we need to get a lot of active, vigorous exercise if you can every day. I don't do it every day. I try to do it every day, but when I do get in the gym or I do run, I feel a lot better. And I feel way clear-headed, like I can think about what I need to do step by step without feeling like I have fog head or I need like a 5th cup of coffee. The second thing is I realize there's a difference between espresso and coffee. Espresso kind of harnesses your brain. It's almost like an ADD pill, and it kind of works to really focus you. It doesn't jack you up, it doesn't make you stress, and it doesn't make you shake, but it seems to really focus my brain and harness into what I need to focus on. Usually I have 1 to 2 little cups of espresso on a daily basis, 1 in the morning and 1 midday when I'm feeling that kind of lull. You know, the third thing is that I've realized that aromatherapy can actually focus us. I found this called Focus Factor, and in that Focus Factor of aromatherapy, it's got rosemary, peppermint, holy basil, and frankincense. And those 4 together can really focus me into getting things done, and I can really work on some of those projects that I just hate, like updating the website or any of that back office stuff that really doesn't come second nature, as well as organizing. I was born on this planet without the ability to freaking organize because I have ADD, but when I actually use this with exercise and espresso, I can really focus on it and figure it out. You know, another thing too that I use is to make lists. I make lists and I check them twice. And it really works a godsend for me because I have to write it down. I can't just put things in my phone and expect to remember they're there. I need to write them down and then cross them out as I get it done. It's too functional. First, it reminds me of what I have to do. And the second is it makes me feel good because I actually got some freaking thing done. And so I actually scratch it out and I'm like, wow, I'm actually being productive. And I stop beating myself up over not doing things and I feel good about myself. You know, last but not least is in the ADD world, when you're an adult, don't try to be like everybody else. For years, I used to think that, oh God, if I could just get up at 5 a.m. like everybody else does and get all this work done and get this done by this time and really, really sit at my desk for the next 7 hours, I can do it. Well, I'm here to tell you, when you have ADD, you're not the same as everybody else, and that's a good thing. But you need to figure out your own timeline, and you need to create your own schedule that works for you. And especially as an adult, as you keep working through it, that schedule is going to really come into play for you. And it might be way different than other people's schedule, but you can make it work to your advantage with these other avenues where you don't have to take that pharmaceutical ADD medication anymore. Try doing this, and if you want to try doing what I just talked about and you are on ADD medication, you want to slow down that medication and taper it off. You don't want to just jump off that pill right now. But I'm telling you, there's a world out there past pharmaceutical medication, and you can still be ADD, but you can perform successfully, and guess what? You can actually feel good about yourself without needing that drug. Try it out. I'm doing it on a daily basis. You know, and it's progress every single day, and I feel good about that. Try it out today. Have ADD and live your true life.